Hello, my cutie patooties, and welcome the frick in. We are here live with my Twitch. Twitch, do you want to say hi to the YouTube gang? We are going to be listening to the new song from Alterbridge, which is called What Lies Within. I was about to say beneath for some reason. What Lies Within. Before we jump into this, though, just a friendly reminder to please like and subscribe. And with that said, shall we get into it, my darlings? Let's do it. This is some imagery.
It took so long for me to realize behavior so obscene was borderline. Evil, the way that it plays with the heart, deceitful. I should have known it from the start, but now I see with open eyes that this disease could bring us down this time. What lies within, beneath the skin? Something so dark and foreboding. It's back again. Please don't give in. Release the anger, move on.
My God.
Heed these
Okay.
words
One, the song, sorry, the song, yes, we are, not the song, but the video is so dark. I don't think I've ever seen a video like this from Alterbridge. I'm like, whoa. But it's cool. The artistry in this is pretty freaking cool. It's that, I don't want to say it's a pencil drawing or something like that, but like it's a drawing. I don't know what type of drawing, but it's a drawing that has that stop motion kind of cartoon animation to it, which is really cool. But all of the characters are grotesque. Like you have like all of these like skeletons and zombies, and then you have this one like badass lady that's just going in and slicing and dicing. Miles's voice is freaking like up there, you know, resonating. That wasn't very resonating. That was like I was singing to the freaking roof that was right here. But he's just got this like very like a lot of that vibrato and like unique tone of his is just like freaking in your face, you know? That belty Miles vibrato. But he has a very like unique tone to his voice. And we're hearing a lot of it in this, which is pretty sweet. Looking at the lyrics, it took so long for me to realize behavior so obscene was borderline. Evil, the way that it plays with the heart, deceitful, I should have known it from the start. But now I see with open eyes that this disease could bring us down this time. What lies beneath, or sorry, why do I keep saying beneath? It's the within and beneath they don't even have like, they're not even similar in their structure, in their spelling. Sorry, I'm just roasting myself. What lies within, beneath the skin? Maybe that's why. But it didn't say that in the title. So I still don't know why I'm connecting that. Something so dark and foreboding, it's back again. Please don't give in. Release the anger, move on. I mean, I guess it's probably what the song is about, is like releasing anger and trying to move on. Don't kind of give in to the darkness within you. Try to like work through it. And I think in this case, it's kind of taking a personification as that woman, and she's like raging through, the zombies and kind of personifying, rage. But let's continue.
For you are erased. Sick men, they are always on the take. A river of charm that will sway with a smile. Bewildered, just how we fall for the lies. When will we see with open eyes that this disease brings them down every time? What lies within, beneath the skin? Something so dark and foreboding. It's back again. Please don't give in. Release the anger, move on.
Okay.
Don't give in, just breathe. Don't you cross the line. The abuse you feel only magnifies. Don't give in, just breathe, knowing all the while that you hold the key to your peace of mind.
Oh man, these pictures look like 3D.
What lies within?
Okay. Fun freaking guitar breakdown there. I will say. Going back to the lyrics, heed these words before you're erased. Sick men, they are always on the take, a river of charm that will sway with a smile, bewildered just how we fall for their lies. We go from kind of that to don't give in, just breathe, don't cross the line. The abuse you feel only magnifies. Don't give in, just breathe, knowing all the while that you hold the key to your peace of mind. So it's like, it really is kind of like talking about how rage can be all consuming and can be something that's really hard to let go of. I mean, I'm not somebody that necessarily struggles with anger. I struggle with other things, but anger is usually not one that I struggle with. But there have been like, let's say, probably on my hand, 2, maybe 3 instances in my life that I truly got angry, and I actually was like, I don't know what to do with myself, because it's just this fiery burning rage in your stomach and there's nowhere for it to go, and it just eats you alive, and it can be really hard to let go of it. And it's like, I mean, these things that trigger that definitely still bring that fire to my gut, but it really is like you hold the key to your peace of mind. Even though that's a hard thing to swallow. It doesn't make why you're angry any less, and it doesn't make it right, and it doesn't excuse it. But, you know, it's kind of like that saying of, let's take an example of like, you have anger towards somebody because of, let's say, how they, I don't know, emotionally or what have you, treated you wrong. And you have a hard time letting go of that. And, you know, sometimes you get stuck on that hurdle of like, why didn't they, you know, apologize? Why don't they feel remorseful? Why don't this? Why don't that? And you get kind of like stuck on this kind of like spot. And it's like, it's like the saying, why do you need their permission to feel better when they're the cause of the pain? You know what I mean? And so it's kind of like, ultimately, you can make your own choice about how you want to move forward with your life. Because a lot of times when people make you angry to, let's say, this extent, because this feels very angry, there is no way that person is probably gonna ever make you feel at peace about what happened. Because, you know, a river a charm that sways with a smile, bewildered just how we fall for their lies. It's kind of like, that's just the way that they are, you know? And you're not going to get anything useful from that. And so it's like, you have to find the peace yourself. And I think that's kind of what they're talking about in this, is like, release the anger. You hold the key to your peace of mind. Don't ruin yourself because of what has been done to you. You know what I mean? So I definitely think it's a good message. It's, you know, it's obviously talking about having those horrible, dark, angry emotions, but trying not to let them consume your life. Don't give that power to the anger, you know? Don't let this person take more joy out of your life, you know? But I'm done ranting now. Let's finish this.
What lies within, beneath the skin? Some things so dark and foreboding. It's back again. Please don't give in. Release the anger, move on. It never ends, so don't pretend. Now comes the time for disowning. It's back again. Please don't give in. Release the anger, move on. I should have known it from the start. I should have known it from the start.
Damn. I really like that. Again, I feel like with that, it's kind of like, it's hard, because I'm like, it brings up emotions within me because, you know, those things that do trigger that anger within you, you know, you might feel like you want revenge, or you might feel like, you know, like they should answer for what they've done, or they need to get their karma kind of like mentality. But it's kind of like, they will get theirs, you know? They'll get it. But you don't need to mull on it and, you know, waste your life waiting for that to happen. You know, you need to live your own life. F them. They'll get theirs, you know? What comes around goes around, you know? So but it's hard. It's hard to think that way because it's like, if somebody's done something wrong to the person you love or yourself, it's like, you know, you need to answer for what you've done. But it's like, sometimes, and a lot of the times, you're not really in a position to, you know, it's not like you have receipts, physical receipts. Like you'd be like, look at what they've done. You know, it's not always that easy. And so it's kind of like, you just have to trust that what comes around goes around. And they'll get theirs. But you know what? In the meantime, I'm going to live my best life. And I'm going to be happy. I don't have to forgive them. But I'm going to be like, nah, you out. You out of my life. You know? So I feel like that song really is just kind of like, put yourself first. Don't let anger consume you. Very relatable. As you could probably see, I went down a rabbit hole, so it was very relatable for me for specific circumstances. And again, I'm not really an angry person, but it's like, you mess with somebody I love, I'm like, I get angry. I'm a mama bear. Anyways, I really liked that though. That was good. Fun guitar breakdown, great vocals by Miles, of course, and very relatable topic. So thank you very much for the recommendation. I hope that you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you cutie patooties in the next one. Bye, y'all.